I mainly do phonetics in my master's now. So I'm studying linguistics, the German linguistics master. And I'm doing mostly phonetics courses. But I'm also very interested in sociolinguistics. And as this was a sociolinguistic course, I found it very interesting to participate, and also the cooperation with the NYU. I think that was a pretty cool thing to just, interact with students from another part of the world, especially right now where you can't visit other parts of the world except of your own home. Yeah, and so I found it pretty cool to have this cooperation and to get to know new students or other students, and yeah, and the teachers from the NYU, and just see how maybe the way they learn in university and interact in university differs from what we're doing here in Cologne and what I'm used to. I think yes. So the first thing was that their semester ended in December already. So also the course ended in December, and we kind of dropped in the middle. So the Cologne students dropped in the middle of the semester for the NYU students. So they were already a bit ahead. And then the course was 2 times a week, which I'm not quite used to. So normally here for me, the courses are once a week. And that gave me a little less time to, prepare stuff for the course and also handle the workload, which was quite a lot. So it was quite intense, this whole experience. And I think that maybe the NYU students were more used to this school-like approach. So you have the lectures, and there you don't really get to interact with the people teaching these lectures. And then you have the homework and all this group work, and you do it outside of the class. And that's something I wasn't quite used to for a seminar. So, I mean, I know this kind of coursework for lectures, but not for seminars. For seminars, I think it's, yeah, I'm more used to interacting with everyone in the seminar and discussing a little more. And that wasn't something that I experienced there a lot. And I think that's something that really differs from our approach, or the German Cologne approach, and the way the NYU students did things. The lecture would start, and then most of the time that was the actual lecture time was split between the teacher from New York and the teacher from Cologne. So they would take parts in presenting the material. And then sometimes at the end of the class, we would have a small breakout room session where all the students were split up into smaller groups and had to discuss questions, or one or more questions. But that was most of the time, that was only like 10 to 15 minutes. And then the other work, so the project work that we did also in the seminar, so we did several interviews and yeah, had to work out these small projects that was taking place out of the seminar time. So we had to organize in our groups, where always Cologne students were paired with New York students, and we had to organize that ourselves outside of the seminar. So in the seminar time itself, we would only listen to the presented materials and maybe interact a little bit with the other students. There were a number of platforms and tools that we used. So the lectures were held via Zoom. Then we had our materials on Elias, but also we got them via email. And I think the NYU students had their own platform. And then we had the GatherTown platform. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's a platform where everyone has a little avatar and you can go around in different rooms and you can put materials there and videos and everything that you possibly might want to put in a platform like that. Yeah, and you can interact with each other, which is pretty cool, but that wasn't used that much. And for the in-group organization, we just used Zoom and emails. I think the cooperation is something that we could really benefit from. As I said, I mean, the things that made me interested in the seminar were not only the contents of the course, but also the fact that you possibly get to interact with students from another part of the world, and you get to, get to know other people, get to know other opinions and different teachers and connect, which is also in linguistics is a main point, because you never know if you want to stay in a university context job-wise. It's always good to be connected with other people and, broaden your horizon, broaden your horizon, yeah.